I don't think parents are going to stand by while our kids and our democracy become collateral damage to a profit game.
On Capitol Hill, executives from YouTube, Snapchat, and TikTok were grilled by lawmakers on what these wildly popular platforms are doing to protect children online, and exactly what kinds of material kids are able to access.
Kids as young as 9 have died doing viral challenges on TikTok.
Today marks the first time representatives from TikTok and Snapchat have appeared before Congress. Among the many issues lawmakers asked about, how to prevent dealers selling counterfeit pills and illegal substances to young people.
If a kid had just walked into, say, a pharmacy, you wouldn't be able to buy that or get that.
Senator, it's not just happening on our platform, it's happening on others. So therefore, we need to work collectively.
I think there's other ways to do this too, as creating liability when this happens. So maybe that'll make you work even faster so we don't lose another kid.
For much of the hearing, lawmakers pushed the executives to further limit certain features available to kids, such as autoplay of videos, targeted ad content, and the like and dislike buttons, which can keep children online longer and potentially expose them to bullying. Executives stressed they have systems in place to flag harmful content and illegal activity, and that efforts to combat misinformation have been expanded. The executives also pledged to share more data and research on how their platforms impact teens and young adults, but they often fell short of pledging full support for a number of bills that have already been introduced. And lawmakers continued their calls for more transparency.
What's your response to the Wall Street Journal article that described in detail how TikTok's algorithm serves up sex and drug videos to minors?
We disagree with that being an authentic experience that an actual user would have.
Another point of contention was how these platforms can ensure that children only see content that's appropriate for their age.
The content that appears on Snapchat is appropriate for an age group of 13 and above.
I beg to differ. I had my staff create a Snapchat account for a 13-year-old, for a 15-year-old child. They were immediately bombarded with content that I can most politely describe as wildly inappropriate for a child, including recommendations for, among other things, an invite to play an online sexualized video game and articles about porn stars.
Any online sexual video game should be age gated to 18 and above, so I am unclear why that content would have shown up.
Lawmakers sought clarity on how these companies police content that poses serious risks to users.
We heavily invest in making sure that all of our users, but particularly kids on the platform, have a safe experience.
I'm quoting from searches that we've done. Songs to slit your wrist by, vertical slit wrist. Do the self-harm and suicide videos violate YouTube's content guideline?
Senator, I would certainly welcome following up with you on that video you may be referencing.
Legislators also wanted to know what data was being collected about children by these platforms.
TikTok actually collects less in many categories than many of our peers.
Which of your competitors or other companies that you're aware of collect more information?
Facebook and Instagram, for example.
Being different from Facebook is not a defense. That bar is in the gutter.
While the companies tried to separate themselves from each other, lawmakers from both sides agreed more action is needed to ensure kids are safe online.